Have you ever felt that sudden, chilling shift? One moment, she's warm, engaged, laughing at your jokes. The next, a wall of ice. The texts become shorter. The replies take longer. Then, nothing. Just silence. And in that silence, your mind starts to race, doesn't it? You replay every conversation, second-guessing every word. Did I say something wrong? Is she seeing someone else? Does she even care anymore? It's a torturous state of confusion, a limbo where your peace of mind is held hostage by someone else's ambiguity. What if I told you that this confusion is a choice? That the pain you feel isn't caused by her actions, but by your reaction to them? What if I told you that by embracing a simple, ancient philosophy, you can not only protect your self-respect but become magnetically attractive in the process? Welcome back to the Stoic Core. Today, we are not just talking about dating. We are talking about reclaiming your power. We'll break down the subtle, often confusing signs that a woman is not truly interested in you, not as red flags to fear, but as simple information. And then, I'll give you the Stoic blueprint for how to respond, a response that will put the power, the control, and your peace of mind, firmly back in your hands. Stick with me, because the final mindset shift I'll reveal is so powerful, it will change how you interact with women forever. Part 1. The smoke signals. The first mistake we make is rooted in hope. You want her to like you, so you start rewriting reality. You turn her cold behavior into excuses, she's just busy, or maybe she's shy. But a Stoic seeks truth, not comfort. The first step is to see things as they are, without the fog of your own desires. And her actions, they never lie. So what are the signs? Sign number 1. The chameleon of convenience. This is a subtle one. It's about context. Imagine a waitress in a cafe treats you with kindness and politeness. Does this mean she's attracted to you? Of course not. She is simply fulfilling her role. Her behavior matches the environment. Now, apply this to a coworker who is friendly and respectful. Again, this is the expected behavior. It doesn't signify romantic interest. A Stoic understands this distinction perfectly. We don't mistake professional kindness for personal connection. Interest is shown when someone breaks the rules of the environment for you. If that quiet, introverted girl at work suddenly becomes chatty and social only with you, that's a signal. But if an extrovert is friendly with you just as she is with everyone else, it means nothing more than that. Stop turning tiny, polite signals into false signs of attraction. That's your ancient caveman brain trying to trick you. Acknowledge it, and then let it go. This also applies to situations where she needs something. If you're helping her study for an exam and she's being incredibly kind, she's likely being kind because you are a resource to her. Her contact becomes transactional. Does she only reach out when she needs a favor, a ride, or someone to vent to? If so, you are a convenience, not a romantic interest. A relationship should be mutual, not a one-way street where you are constantly giving and she is constantly taking. Sign number 2. The chaos of communication. This is the classic hot and cold behavior that drives men crazy. One day, she's blowing up your phone, making you feel like the center of her universe. The next, she's gone. Silent for days, or only giving you one-word responses that leave you utterly confused. This inconsistency is designed, whether consciously or not, to keep you hooked while she maintains control. It keeps you guessing, hoping, and investing your emotional energy. A girl who is genuinely interested will provide consistent communication. She won't leave you wondering where you stand for days on end. But here's the crucial Stoic insight: don't get angry. Don't get desperate. See this not as a personal attack, but as a test of your emotional fortitude. Can you remain centered when the world outside you is unpredictable? Or do you let her sporadic attention dictate your inner peace? Remember this, and it will serve you well, not just in dating, but in all of life. Sign number 3. The fortress of vagueness. This sign manifests in two ways: vague plans and a vague relationship status. First, the plans. You try to set a date, and she gives you non-committal answers like maybe you'll be free this weekend, or let me see how my week looks. She's constantly too busy or cancels at the last minute with weak excuses. While life does get hectic, someone who is genuinely interested will make an effort to see you. If she has to cancel, she will actively try to reschedule. Vagueness is a sign she is keeping her options open, and you are currently the backup plan. Second, the relationship itself. When you ask what you are, she gives you lines like "let's just see where this goes," or "I'm not ready for anything serious right now." Yet, she continues to enjoy your time, your validation, and your energy. This is a state of limbo, designed for her convenience, not your clarity. She might even shower you with compliments, saying you're such an amazing guy, but these words are never backed by action. Compliments without commitment are a tool to keep you invested while she figures out what she really wants. A Stoic values his time and his dignity too much to live in someone else's ambiguity. But what if the signs aren't this obvious? What if she's just nice? Believe it or not, this can be the most dangerous sign of all. Stay with me, because you need to understand this next point. Sign number 4. The deception of being nice. This is the ultimate trap. You think, she's so sweet. She listens, she agrees with everything I say, she never gives me a hard time. This must be a good sign. Wrong. It's a sign of indifference. When a woman is genuinely, emotionally invested in a man, even a little, she instinctively tests him. She'll poke at his confidence, playfully tease him, challenge his opinions, or get unpredictable. Why? Because her emotions are activated. She wants to see if you are solid, if you have a backbone, if you can create a spark. This is the chaos where attraction is born. But when she's not attracted, she's calm, polite, and completely non-emotional. She's like a hotel receptionist or a customer service representative. She'll laugh at your jokes and nod at your stories, but there's nothing behind it. There's no tension, no spark, no push and pull. That feeling of safety you have around her. It's because you aren't triggering anything inside of her. If she agrees with everything you say, never disagrees, never playfully mocks you, never challenges your frame, it's not because she's chill. It's because, to her, you don't matter enough to trigger a real response. Indifference shows itself in calm. So now you see the signs. You see the polite disinterest, the inconsistent communication, the vagueness. The natural, untrained response is to panic. It's to chase, to demand answers, to try and fix things. And that is precisely how you lose her for good. So what do you do? How does a Stoic respond? Part 2. The inner citadel. This is where everything changes. The Stoics taught that we cannot control external events, but we can always control our response to them. Her interest is an external. Your dignity is an internal. Stop focusing on what you cannot control, and start mastering what you can. Step 1. Embrace the void. Do not chase. When she pulls away, your first instinct is to close the gap. To flood her with texts, calls, and emotional pleas. Every time you do this, you are feeding her ego, not her attraction. Chasing screams desperation. It kills all mystery, and mystery is the lifeblood of attraction. The Stoic response is silence. But this is not a manipulative, punishing silence. It is a calm, confident silence. A silence that says, my peace is not dependent on your presence. I do not beg for attention, my life commands it. Let your silence force her to confront her own feelings, her own confusion, without the pressure of your chasing. Step 2. Fortify your mind. Focus on self-control, not damage control. Your mind will go into panic mode. It will urge you to send that desperate "did I do something wrong?" text. This is the moment you must hold the line. Real strength is not in fixing the situation with her, but in controlling the chaos within yourself. Instead of obsessing over her, channel that powerful emotional energy back into your own life. Go to the gym. Focus intensely on your work, your purpose. Connect with your friends. Live your life so fully that her absence is barely noticeable. The moment she senses that you are not spiraling without her, she will be forced to question her own decision to pull away. You become an enigma. She thought she had power over your emotions, but she doesn't. And that is incredibly attractive. Step 3. Become the man you are meant to be. Reinvent yourself in her absence. This is the most crucial step. This is not about winning her back. This is about winning yourself back. Her disappearance is a gift. It is the gift of time and focus. Use it to transform. Level up every aspect of your being. Read the books you've been meaning to read. Start that business. Get in the best physical shape of your life. Develop a new skill. Become so engrossed in your own journey of self-improvement that you forget you were even waiting for a text back. Because here is the great secret: nothing makes a woman reevaluate her decision more than seeing the man she walked away from become unrecognizable in the best way possible. She left a man, and she looks back to see a king. But by the time this happens, you may realize you no longer want what you once thought you did. The final mindset: the silence is your closure. This brings us to the ultimate Stoic truth. For weeks, months, you may have been confused, wondering where you stand. You've been guessing. And here's the rule I want you to burn into your mind for the rest of your life: if you have to guess if a girl likes you, she doesn't. It is that simple. When a woman is truly into you, you feel it. You don't sit around wondering. She makes it easy. The connection feels natural. She responds quickly, she laughs at your dumb jokes, she finds excuses to talk to you, not excuses to get away. The confusion you feel is not a signal to try harder. The confusion is the answer. You are confused because your hope is fighting with the reality her actions are showing you. She's not going to give you a formal rejection. Women will rarely reject you directly. They will just let you die a slow, quiet, polite death. They won't slam the door, they just never open it fully. So you don't need to wait for her to say, "I'm not interested." She has already said it. She said it with every late reply, every cancelled plan, every vague answer, and every conversation she didn't start. The silence was your closure. Stop thinking you are hard to love. You are just trying to be loved by the wrong person. Walk away. Walk away with your dignity intact. Your life is a grand, epic project. Do not put it on hold for someone who sees you as a footnote. Embrace your purpose, build your empire, and become the man that a high-value woman would be terrified to lose. That is the Stoic way. It's not a trick. It's a fundamental shift in perspective from external validation to internal strength. If this message resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Stoic Core for more insights on building an unshakable life. And now I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments, have you ever been in this situation, and what was the moment you realized you needed to walk away? Your story could help another man reclaim his power. As always, thank you for watching. Stay strong.